Every day, more grandparents are finding themselves stepping in to raise their grandkids when their own children are unable to, and most times, this is due to the opioid epidemic. Now, according to a 2017 report done by the Pennsylvania House of Representatives, it showed that about 90,000 grandparents were responsible for the basic needs of children under the age of 18. Now that's about approximately 195,000 kids, averaging out to about 7.5% of kids in the state of Pennsylvania. In Tioga County, Pennsylvania, there's a support group for grandparents or older adults who have taken the responsibility of raising children other than their own.
When we first started 5 years ago, all we did was talk. That was it. You just talked. You realized that you were not the only grandparent. There were others. The children realized, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one being raised by my grandparents.
It's called Grandsavers or Lifesavers. The idea for this group began when a grandparent was talking to Jane Monte, a former principal at R.B. Walter Elementary School, about the death of her daughter caused by opioids.
And said, I don't know what to do. I have these two grandchildren and I just don't know what to do. Jane knew we had ours for quite a while, got a hold of us, and that was it. We started the group.
The group meets every second Wednesday of each month, and the grandchildren are gaining a positive affirmation from it as well. Apart from fundraisers, the organization collects monetary donations, and Grandsavers have recently become a 501(c), which allows those who donate to write it off on their taxes. 68th District Representative Clint Owlett made an appearance at one of these meetings. He says that this was the hardest meeting that he has ever sat through.
It's overwhelming to hear what these folks are going through. You know, this is the ripple effect of abusive habits that people are in. To hear what they've gone through and the sacrifices that they've made for these kids, it tugs at your heart, and you can't help but want to help and do whatever possible you can.
One problem that was addressed was financial stability and the help that people need to raise their grandchildren.
These grandparents are raising these kids on a shoestring budget. A lot of them are tapped out as far as all their income. So financially, I think there's more we can do. So that's what we're going to be looking at in Harrisburg.
Owlett wants to remind anyone raising their grandchildren that they are not alone.
If you feel like you're on your own and you're raising a grandchild, you're not alone. These are true heroes in our community. You know, we don't hear about this kind of stuff all the time, but being able to tell their story and for people to be able to hear what's going on and create a network and the support base that they can help each other out is huge.
For 18 News, I'm Ty Wong.